All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Want to give double honors to our apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone and the other high priests who taught them as well. And peace and blessings, shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yagadal. I'm a Warren from GMS Houston, back with another lesson. All right, and I always wanted to get into some more information. All right, dealing with the MOTB. All right, but beforehand, I want to hit a few scriptures, man, because we don't have to keep breaking down. All right, everything to you fucking people, man. The lessons up, the videos up. We just gonna constantly keep throwing the information in your face to back up the scriptures. All right, the breakdowns are we everybody has heard what the MOTB is. Everybody knows the breakdown. Okay, whether you accept it or not. So we're gonna continuously, all right, use these current events, which is prophecy being fulfilled, all right, to show you what the truth is, man. Okay, because we're not ashamed of professing the truth. We're not ashamed of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, so I want to start real quick. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." All right, so the subject matter of this verse is what? The testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so if you don't push prophecy, all right, if you hold back from pushing the understanding of what's to come, if you're not blowing the trumpet, you're not warning the people, all right, then you're not pushing, you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right, because he is the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so we'll get a couple more precepts just backing this up, man. All right, this is 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, "Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner. But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel," gospel meaning good news, "according to the power of Yahweh." Okay, now see, the men of the Lord are not going to be scared to teach the truth. Not going to be worried about whose feathers get ruffled. Oh, if Esau is going to come after me and say something, man. We know the true prophets wasn't set up to fear man. The true prophets wasn't set up, all right, to cower before the faces of our enemy. Okay, why? Because we've been called to do a service. Well, I'll read that next. It says, "Who hath saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our works, but according to our purpose and grace, which was given us in Mashiach Yahweh Shai before the world began." So this is the ultimate level of mercy, all right, that's given unto the members of the elect, that's been imparted with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and the ultimate job, okay, to sound the alarm, man. Okay, to warn the people and let them know what's about to happen. That if you take this, you're condemned. Okay, and grab one last scripture and let's get into some information. All right, this is Romans 1 and 16 in the KJV. It says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach, for it is the power of Yahweh unto salvation. For it is the power of Yahweh unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek," which is talking about Israelite foreigners, not actual Greeks. Okay, but what is the gospel? The good news of Mashiach. All right, what is the good news? He's coming to save his chosen people. All right, the elect out of his chosen people. Okay, but before he comes, there's major prophecies that have to be fulfilled. All right, World War III, which we're seeing coming to a boiling point. Okay, and then the MOTB, all right, which I'm about to get into some information with, man. These things must come in order for Yahweh Shai to bring salvation, man. Okay, he has to intervene, man. All right, so I just went to chat and I typed in how many countries are converting to a digital system. All right, and it said it depends a bit what you mean by converting to a digital system. Digital currency, a digital government service, digital IDs, but I will give you some data for a few of the big trends. So we have roughly how many countries are doing such things. Key figures: central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. About 134 countries are exploring digital versions of fiat currency. Of those, around 66 to 68 countries are in the more advanced phases: development, pilot, and launch. Okay, in other words, they've already got active with it, man. Okay. It says a few, for example, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Nigeria have already launched their CBDCs, exactly what Jake is. All right. Verse point 2, it says digital government, e-government, digital public infrastructure, DPI. It says the UN's e-government survey shows most of the world's 193 UN member states are committed in varying digital degrees to digital government strategies. Some are very advanced, others are just starting. But you see this is now under the C-19. All right, you got everybody under the same fear. You saw how Esau can put everybody in the earth under the same fear, all right, and follow the same notion of take this solution to the problem, which they created the problem because they already had a solution, which is destruction. All right, we're seeing the demise of people who took that shit, man. Okay. All right, but this is going to be the end all be all when this is going to be the last magic trick Esau's going to try to pull off with this MOTB. All right. It says among OECD countries, 33 countries in a sample have many have implemented foundational digital public infrastructure components. It says digital identities is about 24 to 33 countries. Data sharing systems is 28 to 33 countries. It says other potential components like digital payments, base registries, etc., are also widespread among many OECD countries. Digital ID, this is the third point, digital ID, digital public infrastructure campaigns. There is a campaign called 50 in 5, aiming for 50 countries to design, implement, and scale at least one digital public infrastructure component. Examples, it says digital ID, digital payments, etc. By the end of 2028, many countries are participating. So the whole world is getting under the vibration of this digital system, which is leading, all right, to that charagma. All right. It says bottom line estimate, it says if by converting to a digital system, you mean something like moving toward at least one digital infrastructure, government services, currency, IDs, etc., then most countries in the world are doing this to some degree. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. All right. Now I wanted to get 2 examples, man. Okay. Now this is under the European Commission. All right. This is European Digital Identity. All right. Or the EDI. All right. It says digital identity for all Europeans. All personal digital wallet for EU citizens, businesses, and residents. All right. Keyword all. All right. This is gonna, just like in Revelation 13 states, man, he is going to present this to everyone on the earth. Okay. It says the EU digital identity EID wallet is Europe's answer to the challenges of identification. It will enable users to access online and offline public and private services, store and share digital documents, and create binding signatures. Many states will make wallets available to every citizen resident and business by the end of 2026. So they're moving fast with this, man. Okay. It says now let's get into see that they're going to promote the benefits. All right. They're going to use celebrities. They're going to do all type of wicked, deceitful ways. All right. To promote this, man, and show you that this is the best. This is what we need. All right. But it says benefits. The European Digital Identity Wallet has numerous benefits, such as easier access to public and private services for citizens. Personal data is protected as users share only what is necessary. Improved cybersecurity, thanks to strong security standards. Enhanced fraud prevention for public administration and businesses. Less administration and lower costs of customer authentication for businesses. Everyone can use digital services thanks to a secure electronic access. All right. I'm going to jump down here to the second paragraph. It says the EU digital identity framework is the answer. This is where they're pushing it. This is the answer. This is the solution. All right. It says it is based on the principle that everyone should always allow their digital identity. EU digital identity wallets are the means to achieve this goal. What is the real goal? The MOTB. Okay. To get everybody to take that mark, and the ones that don't want to take it are going to be punished. Now let's get a version of the punishment for going against this, man, which we're seeing here in Vietnam. All right, so they started in Europe. They're pushing the benefits. Now let's jump over to article stating the consequences if you don't get down with it, man. Because it's not going to be out. They're going to make it to where you can't survive, okay, without this. All right, but this is off the ICObench.com. It says Vietnam shuts down millions of bank accounts over biometric rules. All right, it says Vietnam has begun a sweeping crackdown on bank accounts that fail to comply with its new mandatory facial biometric identification system, sparking debate over financial inclusion and whether cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin offer a viable alternative for affected users. It says Vietnam froze 86 million bank accounts because account holders did not comply with new biometric laws that require face scan and fingerprint for account verification. Now look what they're doing. They're squeezing the people, man. All right. They're going to force you. All right. It's either you're going to access your funds, okay, by getting down with the program, or you're going to be penalized, man. All right. Now, so when they come with the CHIP, people are going to be begging for it. Please let me get back to my normal life. Please let me have access to my money. All right. Please let me be able to go to this. Please let me do this. Just how it was during the scandemic, man. All right. Let me read a little bit more of this. It says biometric verification now required. It says as of September 1st, 2025, banks across Vietnam are closing accounts deemed inactive or non-compliant with new biometric rules. Authorities estimate that more than 86 million accounts out of roughly 2 million are at risk if users fail to update their identity verification. All right, I'm going to stop right there. I just wanted to get to show the downside, man. Because Esau's going to do what? He's going to act like this is the best thing since sliced bread, man. Okay? And if you don't get down with it, he's going to show you, okay, this is not to benefit you. This is for control. This is to fulfill my God complex. Okay? So that's it for this lesson. All right, how about Shemal Shah willing edification was made? All right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to again, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to our apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone and the elder high priests who taught them as well. And peace and blessing, shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and resist that mark.